Snow swept across the empty frontier like a silent witness, swirling around the lone widow who sat beside an old wooden water pump, clutching her little daughter, as if the child were the only heartbeat left in her shattered world. For Elena Ward had wandered 4 days with no destination except distance. Distance from the grief that strangled her, from the town that had judged her, from the memories of Samuel, her husband, whose death in the mines had not only taken his life, but had stolen her sense of worth, leaving her convinced she no longer deserved love, comfort, or even a place to rest. But fate, stubborn as the mountains, brought a rider through the blinding snow, a broad-shouldered cowboy named Cole Hartley, who slowed his horse the second he saw the mother and child, dismounted with gentle caution, and approached with eyes that held neither pity nor suspicion, but an earnest care that startled Elena more than the cold ever could. And when he knelt in the snow to speak softly to the trembling girl, Mary then lifted his gaze to Elena. He saw the fear, the fatigue, and the quiet plea buried beneath her stiff pride, so he offered fire, warmth, and protection with no conditions, no expectations, only sincerity. Elena resisted, murmuring that she wasn't worth the trouble, that people like her, broken and unlucky, didn't deserve kindness, and Cole felt something inside him twist at those words, for he had known loss too deeply to let another soul drown in it. So he built a fire anyway, a small circle of golden light in the middle of the frozen wilderness, and as the flames crackled, Mary's tiny hands inched closer to the heat, and Elena, though hesitant, allowed her numb fingers to thaw, tears slipping silently down her face because warmth felt like forgiveness. Cole prepared a simple meal from his saddle pack and spoke gently, telling stories of the land, the storms he'd survived, the nights he'd nearly given up, but pushed through because someone, once upon a time, refused to give up on him. And as Mary fell asleep beside her mother, Elena finally whispered the truth she carried like a stone. She had run not just from danger, but from the belief that she was unlovable, cursed by misfortune, unwanted by the world. Cole listened without interrupting, his expression steady, then told her that loss doesn't make someone unworthy, that sometimes the strongest people are those who keep walking even when the world gives them every reason to stop. And his voice held such calm conviction that Elena, for the first time since Samuel's death, felt something shift inside her, a fragile trembling of hope. Dawn arrived slowly, brushing pale gold across the snowy fields, and Cole saddled his horse but didn't mount immediately. Instead, he looked at